Oh, hello. How are you? Thank you, Connor, for making the time to come on your own channel.
Yeah, no problem.
So, all right, I gotta ask because I'm ignorant. Is it Wiz or Wiz K? Wizk? Wizky?
Um, Honestly, people go with so many different things. I think Wiz K is what yeah, Wiz K. Or
Wiz K?
Wiz. What do you call me, Vince?
The Whistler,
Okay, not
Connie.
Whizzler. That's absolutely the one we can't use is Whizzler.
You just said people
Wiz,
call
Wiz
him so
K,
many
both
different
good.
things. All right, man.
So, but
Yeah, that's the one I don't like though.
that why don't you like that one?
Cause Zaryu, he's a mage that plays WoW. He came up with that,
Uh,
and he likes to be very annoying with it. So that's the one I don't like.
Fair enough. Which, by the way, if anyone's wondering what that extra voice in Connor's head or my head, it's Vincent Jellybeans. So, hi Jellybeans.
What's going on?
How you doing, man? I'm going to
How
be
are you
interviewing
doing?
you in depth and stalking you for a couple days next week. But anyways, so if Connor, if you have any problems with any questions, you can just head it to your PR agent,
Yep.
Vincent, and we're good. So first
I'll
off,
be throwing hella questions at Vince.
all right, first one, Hamilton's Bend. How'd you find him?
Say that again?
Hamilton's Bend, middle of nowhere song.
Oh, one of my best friends, Jalen, he was with us in LA because he lives there. He was hanging out with us while we were there. That's him.
Dang, that's like really really good. I listened to a bunch of
Yeah,
times, like the how do I put it? Like the soundscape or like the audio what's it called, stereo sound or whatever, like it just like it enters you into this world, like it feels so good. I really
that's
like that
exactly
song.
what I told him when he played it for me the first time. I was like, I feel like this just took me to a new zone when I'm listening to this.
You know, like Jalen's music, like Jalen, the one we hang out with every day, or am I
Yeah,
thinking of the
that's
wrong
who he's talking.
Jalen?
No, that's who he's talking about. Yeah,
Wait,
that
how do you
Jalen.
know, Mark?
I don't know
Because I
him.
tweeted
Jalen.
it,
Yeah, and I listened to the song
Oh,
and it's dope.
the song. Yeah,
Yeah,
oh, holy, dude, he'd love to hear that. We gotta tell him that later.
yeah.
Holy, that's insane.
So how'd you manage to be friends with someone who's like so musically talented? How'd you know this guy?
uh, through WoW.
Get out.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I play with him every day now.
Wow. All right, well,
He was there at the pizza party. Remember?
oh.
He was the person we brought with us. That's him. Yeah.
Oh. Okay, that makes sense now. Wow.
Oh yeah, I didn't know that. I missed the pizza party.
Mhm.
It was pretty good.
Unfortunately.
It was also an open bar, which some of the WoW players partook in, just a little bit. Yeah.
That's
No,
surprising.
it was amazing. That was like one of the best events I've ever been to. It was awesome.
All right, so that's pretty dope. Are you musical at all? Like, do you play any instruments?
Uh, Absolutely not. I don't even think I've even tried. I think I played piano when I was like 5.
Yeah.
I wasn't very good at it. But yeah, no, definitely not.
Um, so Houston, Texas. Were you born in Houston, Texas?
Yes.
You don't
Lived
really
here my
have
whole
an
life.
you don't have an accent. Did you have one?
Yeah. No. No one like I'm in like the city, so no one really has an accent here, I guess. Like the accent you're thinking. I know exactly what accent you're thinking of. No one has that here.
I like Texas. I worked as a SeaWorld performer in San Antonio and Riverwalk, like that area. It's like awesome. But there's something about Texas in which that like, first off, summers are just brutal. Like 101 degrees, just brutal. But then also like everyone's really nice. But it's like the South in general because I think what it is, I have a theory that because everyone has a gun, that like everyone's just gonna be nice to each other. Is that why everyone's nice?
100%. 100%. Absolutely. Couldn't have described it better myself.
But I love Southern hospitality. Do you find that in like Houston proper, or is it more of like the rural areas?
Mm, it's kind of just everywhere.
Yeah.
I feel like, yeah, definitely.
Cool. So do you like Houston?
Yeah.
Cool.
I haven't really like been many other places, so that was like such a short answer. Sorry, I haven't been many other places, but nowhere I've been was I really want to live here instead of Texas or Houston. So yeah, I like it.
I mean, like, Texas is pretty cool. Like, if you want to go somewhere else, like driving, I don't know, a couple 100 miles, the highway's pretty clear. Like, you've got Dallas, Houston, San Antonio. Like, you've got so many cool places within Texas. Like, it is a country in of itself, which is why, like, it has, you know, the Texas star of, like, essentially wanting to be its own country. But it's also just, like, I don't know. Everyone's proud out of Texas. Texas is pretty dope. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you travel, what? How often do you travel per year with WoW?
I mean, it depends on qualifying and stuff. I think like max is like 3 times. Is that right, Vince?
Yeah,
There's
that's
2
about right.
lands and then BlizzCon usually. Yeah.
Now, one year,
Times.
3 lands and then BlizzCon. Yeah.
Cool. So I saw that Carlos was saying that he was going to pick up kickboxing, and that you said that you would probably beat him in a match. Who would win in that match?
Definitely me, but Carl is never going to kickbox in his life.
Why is
He's
that?
been saying that for like probably 5 months, and he just still doesn't. Yeah.
He also
I can't
says
with that guy.
he's gonna learn Chinese. He's gonna start hitting the gym consistently.
We'll be in calls at like 3 a.m. and he just picks a random language he decides he's gonna learn, and he goes on like YouTube videos and he'll just like recite like random like things in Spanish or Chinese to us for like hours. It's insane.
So basically, the impetus of like him be like, yeah, I'm gonna do this, is usually late at night when he's had a couple of drinks.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
It's that liquid courage.
Something like that. Yeah.
So Wiz K, whatever. Yeah, how'd you get the name?
So when I was like, how old was I? Probably like 12 or 13. I listened to Wiz Khalifa all the time. That was like the only music I listened to. So first me and my friend were like, let's make ourselves rapper names. I don't know why. So I can't even remember what he was, but I ended up with Wiz Khalifa X, and then eventually it got shortened.
That makes so much more sense now. I was trying to be like, is it whiskey? Is like whiskey? Is that what it is? Like, or whiz, like a wizard? I don't know.
No.
Wiz Khalifa.
No.
That makes total sense.
Yeah.
Do you still like Wiz Khalifa as much as you did when you made the name?
Not as much as when I made the name. When I made the name, like literally for like probably 3 years, the only music that would go into my ears was Wiz Khalifa. Now I listen to him sometimes, but not as extreme.
It's still like a cool name. I made a name when I was in 5th grade, and it was MRSW Board King, which meant Mark Register Snowboard King, because I snowboarded and I thought that was really cool. But all my friends instantly saw Mrs. W Board King. So, and I will always be Mrs. W Board King. So Wiz K, like Wiz Khalifa, pretty dope. So WoW, how'd you get into WoW? Because it seems, well, actually no, I won't say anything. How did you get into WoW?
When WoW very first came out, so like, how long has WoW been out? 15 years ago?
16.
16. My uncle and my dad played it, and then I started playing it with my dad, and then I think when BC came out, we all quit, and then for some reason, I think one of my friends from school was playing it. I picked it back up, and then kind of just took off with it from there.
Did you play on your dad or your uncle's account, or did you have your own account?
I played on my dad's account. I still use that account to this day, actually.
Does he ever jump on?
No, not anymore. I made him get his own because I didn't want to get like, banned for like account sharing or anything like that. I was like, yeah, this is mine now. You gotta figure that out.
That seems to be like the story for everyone, which is like either their dad or their uncle or like the dad's friend that they played on their account, and that's how they got in.
Yeah.
Vincent, I will ask you that not now, but later. But
Okay.
So WoW, and then Blood Elf Shadow Priest. How'd you get into that role specifically? And you are number 1, so congratulations.
Shadow Priest. My like in early on, I played like random characters because I didn't really play PvP at all. So I played like Warrior and Hunter and stuff like that. And then when I quit and I came back, I think it was because the friend I was playing with from school, he liked PvP, and I really wanted to play Priest for some reason. And then I played like 10,000 2v2 games in one season because I was just like obsessed with it. And then ever since then, it's just been Priest is my class. I've never wanted to play anything else.
I did Priest. I forget what kind. It was like a gnome. No, it was like a dwarf priest. But basically, I wanted to be a priest because like everyone wanted me on their team, no matter how shitty I was. Like everyone needed a priest. So for me, that's why like I did priest. Anyways, so WoW. Why WoW? Was it because your dad and your uncle played, or were there other games that you started playing before WoW?
WoW was definitely like, I mean, I played like random console games and stuff like Call of Duty and things like that, but WoW was always like I think because I played it so much, it was easy for me to like quickly become competitive with it. And then playing like any game, no matter how bad of a state WoW is in at the time, being competitive is like just makes everything so much more fun. Like playing in tournaments and stuff like that, playing at the top.
So then you didn't really do too much of like PvE.
I did early on, and then once I started PvPing, it's just been PvP ever since.
When did you start PvPing?
The very end of Kata.
Hmm.
The very end of Kata, was when I got like, I think I got 2,300 or something like that, and then this was like the last month of it, and then the new expansion came out, which was MOP, and MOP was when I got my first rank 1. I would get rank 1 on ladder and stuff like that.
Nice. And then so yeah, I'll ask that one. So it has been around for 15, 16 years. I think 2004 came out. For you, I keep asking a lot of these questions I've asked for like the whole move crew, but yeah, I'm just curious. Is it still fresh for you after playing for this long, or have there been spells in which that you've just been like, I don't want to do this anymore, I can't do this anymore, or has it just remained fresh? And if it has remained fresh, how have you kept it fresh?
I think, like every expansion, they'll add or take away things, and it kind of switches things up, so that keeps it fresh somewhat. But I think over the last 2 expansions, like Legion and now BFA, competing in tournaments, I've been playing so much more that just playing Priest did start to, what's the word I'm looking for? Not be fresh. And I started playing a lot more classes, and that was what kept it. Yeah. So now I kind of play everything.
Nice. Any other
So I'm
classes?
constantly learning.
What are the classes like stand out for you of like just the most enjoyable to play that may not be the best competitively, but are just fun?
Probably Shaman and Demon Hunter. I probably play my Demon Hunter more than any other class right now. I actually play it every day. It's the most fun thing ever.
Competitively?
Yeah. So most of the stuff I play is, I mean, even still now with how much I've played Priest, if I could pick one thing and just win every game on it, I would pick Priest because that's the most fun. That's always been the most fun for me to play. But all the other characters I play now are for tournaments because Priest can't win every game, unfortunately. So yeah, Demon Hunter is for the team, but it's also really fun.
Do you play any other games?
Yeah, I kind of play like everything. Like I've played CS:GO, League, Overwatch. I've played like all the BR games. I feel like I'm forgetting a big one.
Dota, Hearthstone.
No, I tried. Me and Vince tried Dota for like an hour because we were playing League and we were like, League sucks. Let's play Dota. Did not go well. We had no idea
It
what was
wasn't.
going on.
It wasn't an hour, dude. It was like one game. That was interesting for sure. Dota players are very skilled, very talented. Man,
But the game I've probably played the most is CS:GO.
Yeah.
Other than WoW.
It's adrenaline pumping. It's also like one of the most fun games to watch and play. And you can just like do a quick game. Like you just pick it up real quick. But it's
Yeah.
really hard to master.
It's like
that was a really good description of the game. Actually, it was like
Yeah.
perfect of exactly how the game is. I feel like.
it's so like trying to follow it as like a spectator. It seems so simple, but there's like so many things that go into it. It's unreal.
So
It's because as someone who like doesn't play games, you can like relate it to a real life circumstance. Like it's like if you get shot, you die, and there's a bomb being planted. If it blows up, you lose. It's like so simple to follow. I don't know.
what level of strategy are you able to play at with CSGO?
Wait, sorry, say that again.
So like, are you able to like plan strategy with teammates? Like, are you able to like throw smoke grenades and like plan out like certain things at B site or whatever it is? Or is it
Yeah,
some,
like have set smokes and flashes and stuff like that. Yeah, I did all that.
okay. So you weren't just like running and gunning and just like,
No.
okay.
At first, but so in what was that awful expansion? WoD, Warlords of Draenor. When that came out, I played for like 2 weeks and I quit the game for 2 years. I quit WoW. I was like, I
Wow.
can't play this expansion. I hate it so much. And then I played CSGO for 2 years straight. So I learned CS like kind of a lot. And then it still just like didn't. I think it was because I just wasn't at the same level as I was in WoW. It didn't give me like that competitive feel like WoW did. So I eventually came back.
Do you think if you stuck with it for another couple of years that you would have?
Can't say for sure, but like a lot of the people that I started to play against after I played CS for a really long time. No, that's not even true. I don't know. Some of them are like on big teams now, or not big teams, but they're like up there.
Yeah.
And it was people I was like high enough to play against them. So I don't know. Can't say for sure.
I mean, it's you think about it, a lot of those CS:GO players, like some of them been playing for like 16 years. Like, yeah. Well, I guess that's true for WoW as well. So, yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Have you been following like the ESL, the Pro Tour versus or the Pro League versus Flashpoint at all? Like, do you still watch?
No, I don't watch as much anymore. I saw some stuff a while ago about how they're doing one like tournament organizer or something was trying to do something different than the other ones. People were very upset about it, but I hadn't been watching, so I didn't really understand completely. But I see some stuff every once in a while.
Blast was maybe that one that you're thinking about, and they had a couple different new gameplay formats. I think it was the 1v1 or yeah, but it was fun. Like, and they poured a lot of money into Blast. I don't know if Blast is even still around anymore, but they were pretty darn big. But now, like, it seems like the big rivalry right now is ESL Pro League, and then also PEA's Flashpoint. And so they're both tournaments and they're leagues in which that the orgs have bought in, and so they own it's a franchise spot. So just like Riot's LCS or Overwatch's Blizzard's Overwatch League. So yeah, it's a very interesting scene. But what's interesting about the games that you used to play is that it's pretty scattered. It's out there. It's like it's not like you just played MMORPGs, but like you also played like first-person shooters, but then like real-time strategy, like all the different genres. So like, do you like playing all the different genres, or is like MMORPG like your game, your genre?
WoW is like definitely my game. Like any kind of FPS games are a close second. But pretty much the reason it's so scattered is because most of the time when I play a new game, I'm playing with friends. That just happens to be what they play. So I follow them, I try it, and then usually they get bored. And then at this point, it's like a new game. There's so much to learn. I'm playing like 14 hours a day, every single day. And then they go off somewhere. And then I get bored. And then I go back to WoW.
Nice. If the move were to collectively go pro all together in a different game, what game would you guys all go play?
That's a hard one because Carl, that guy can only play WoW. Like when he tries to play other games, it's like when I watch him play like shooter games, I'm like, dude, how do we even win games on WoW? Like,
How?
what am I watching right now?
How is he so old?
Jason picks up every game so fast. Jason's insane at everything. But Carl, I don't even know if we could go pro in another game with him.
Ooh, right under the bus. What would Carl at 3 a.m. say to that?
He would probably he likes to do impressions. He would probably tell me I'm an idiot in one of his weird voices that he does. Definitely see that.
Would you guys say, do you guys compare yourselves to like a TV show or like different characters like in a movie or something like that? Do you know what I mean? Like if it was Winnie the Pooh, would someone be Eeyore and like Piglet and like the rabbit?
Okay, Winnie the Pooh. I got to think about that.
It doesn't have to be Winnie the Pooh, but it'd be like, but you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
The Ninja Turtles. Ninja Turtles for sure.
Okay, that's a good one.
All right, Carl's Michelangelo.
He's the leader. Is that the blue headband or
no? Michelangelo is. He's the party dude,
the red
man.
one. He's the aggressive one.
No.
Michelangelo.
Carl's the one that eats like pizza and skates and all that stuff. And
No. Well, Michelangelo is definitely Jason. That's the orange headband, right? The one that eats pizza and goofs around. It's 100% Jason. Are you kidding me?
That could be Jason.
All right. Yeah.
Carl's the leader.
Oh, so is he Leonardo? Leonardo.
Yeah, he's Leonardo. Wiz is Donatello, and they all said I'm like Raphael because apparently they say I'm aggressive and a rager, which I don't see.
People
I don't get
say
it.
that. I don't think so. I don't
No.
get Vince at all.
You sure, dude?
For sure.
Okay, man. Thank you.
Raphael's like very focused, but he can like lose his cool. Like he's got a hot head, but he's also very focused too.
That's literally Vince. Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Wait, so then who rages more? Like Carl or Vince? Is it a different type of rage?
Yes, it's different. Carl rages because how do I describe this? Carl rage is like not really rage, and it's more often. But when Vince rages, it's very rare, but it's like very real, and we're all very aware that he's very mad at us. When Carl rages, we're like, we just tune it out. We don't even really listen to what he says.
I see in talking to him, I'm sure you guys probably like heard it, but he was saying back in the day, he raged like publicly really bad to like, you know, the dev team and like whatever. And that sounded pretty bad. But then over time, it seems like he almost has like a healthy outlet in which that he does like, he rages, but like he said, as he said, he's like, I say that I rage and then like it goes away. And like, that's how I deal like with the rage. And so it doesn't seem like he even rages anymore. But it sounds like, Vincent, you just bottle it all up until it's ready to explode and then poof.
That's exactly what I do, actually. But I've gotten better with just like talking to them over time and letting it out so I don't get to that point because I get really uncomfortable when I get to that point, and I think so do they. So, but I've gotten a lot better for sure. I don't think I've raged in a really long time, actually, like that.
Good. So basically what you're saying is you're bottling up a lot and it's going to be a big explosion coming up. Got it.
Yeah, exactly. Directed right at Carl.
So when it comes to the rest of the team, like why do you guys work so well together?
Mm,
When you're not raging on each other.
I think it's Well, go ahead, Wiz, since
I'm trying to think. Like, I think as much as we disagree on things, the things we disagree on are like decisions that aren't actually anything to do with gameplay. So when we're in the game, everything just meshes really well. We never disagree on anything in game. We know exactly what the other person's doing, that they should be doing what they're doing. We never doubt each other at all. And then outside of the game, we have some disagreements for sure. That's where the rage comes in. But yeah, I think just like we have the most confidence in each other as players, like in any situation. And that's definitely a big thing.
Vince, I'll ask you next week, but I'll ask you now. What you were about to say something?
It's true. Like I would never doubt if one of them says something like, "Oh, we should do this," or like, I'm gonna be this spec and attempt to do this. Like I'm not gonna sit there and be like, "No, that's terrible." If we lose the first game and then someone recommends something, I'm not gonna say no unless like, well, no one ever says something like completely out of the ordinary. It's usually just like we change a strat or something and start winning. So we kind of just like we synchronize really well. We never rage during a tournament or like during an actual game. And like majority of the time, if you are raging, it's like as a joke. It's not actual rage, because it's pretty rare that we get mad at each other. I feel like extremely rare.
So as far as the move, I've been asking each one of you because I want to hear the different origin stories from each perspective. So from your perspective, what is the origin story of the move?
Okay, so mine's going to be different because Carl still to this day denies that he did this. But okay, so this was like when a new year was about to start, so everyone's like bouncing all over the place, making their new teams and whatnot. All four of us ended up without a team, and me and Carl had played the year before, but our team disbanded because two people went somewhere else, so it was just me and Carl left without a team. And I was like, yo, we got to find like two more people. We got to make a team again. And he's like, oh yeah, for sure. And then he tried to ditch me to play with these other people, but they ended up getting a different healer. And that's when he came back. And he still to this day denies that, but I remember that. And then we ended up making the team because we all had no one else. But he did try to leave me. He tried to.
Oh shit!
Oh man, like so far it's been like a love story about like how the move came together, and yours is like, he fucked me, man. He fucked me.
Pretty much. And that, like, Carl realizes now that he's actually nothing without me, so he would never do that again. He just didn't know it yet.
All right, that's a good origin story. So then, what about now? Or no. Do you think you guys would be together for a while?
Yeah, I think at this point, I couldn't see myself playing with anyone else in WoW on it, like competitively on a team. Like I think if it wasn't this team, I wouldn't compete.
All right, that was a nice end to that brutal beginning.
Yeah.
So when it comes to the move fans, how would you describe the move fan base?
I'm trying to think of the word. The move fan base is awesome. First off, how would I describe it?
Incredible.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Handsome. Charismatic.
I'll throw this one to Vince because I am bad with coming up with words like that.
That's what the fan base is. It's a bunch of very handsome young gents. Can get anything they want in life. And simple as that.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I'll recap what Carl said yesterday. That they're like big foam fingers. and then when he dies, he wants to be foam fingered before he dies. That's
Okay.
the move fan
Did he
base.
really say that?
Yeah. there's
Okay.
a Twitch clip. I was gonna tweet it, but I was like, I don't know if I should tweet this or not.
You should absolutely tweet that. 100%.
Yeah.
I'll retweet it faster than I've ever retweeted anything in my life.
Like instantly, the words came out of his mouth, and he was like, "No."
That's a very Carl statement too.
He's so fried.
All right. Another question I asked everyone: Classic WoW thoughts?
We played it for a little bit and it was fun, but like not having arena, I can't do that. Like arena is so much better than every part of the game to me. So yeah, without that, I just couldn't keep going. I think we played for like 2 or 3 months or something, and then we just all quit.
It seems like that's the universal story, which is basically at best played in the beta, got to like level 30, maybe 40, and then just was like, no, can't do this. This is just no.
Yeah, I think like if other expansions came out with arena, that could be fun.
Yeah.
But like the main PvP thing being like BGs and stuff, and then it's just like 20 people doing like pre-mades, just didn't seem fun. Had to dip out of that.
So for upcoming expansion, what would you like to see in the upcoming expansion?
A PvP vendor. I got a list. I could go on forever about what I want to see, but
We got time.
big things. More spells back. They got to add more abilities to the game, which they're already doing. So step in the right direction. They got to make it easier to gear for like PvP and arena. Because the whole like argument where like, oh, it's an MMO, like you gotta grind for the gear. Arena has evolved like past that now. Like it's an actual competitive thing. There's tournaments. They got to make it like more accessible, I guess. That would be a big thing that I would want to see.
That's not bad of a list.
Yeah. I'm thinking of all these other things. I don't want to rant right now. So those are my big points.
All right. When it comes to Blizzard competitive structure, the tournament structure, what works well, and what would you like to see change if you could? Knowing that if you have inside information, do not say that.
I think I've never really had an issue with the way the tournaments are. I think my only issue with it is they put them so close together that they are like worried about making changes, because if the tournaments are back to back week after week and they make a change, people don't have time to prepare. And I think that is like really bad for the game, because then it's 6 weeks in a row of every team playing the exact same comp that they were playing from day one. So I think if they either spaced them out or just started making changes and just kind of gave us a heads up, that would be a really big deal.
Cool. I'm going to do something didn't expect, but Vince is on the call. And Connor, you've been pretty hard to like actually cyberstalk, because you have your digital footprint on lock pretty well. So Vince, can you help shed some light in, I don't know, things to know about Connor that like, I don't know, that may not be online, that are, I don't know, it doesn't have to be like bad things, just like, I don't know, things that we don't know. Let me preface it with good things. Good things.
Wiz?
Of all the people that could be in the call, it's got to be him too. He probably knows more about me than anyone. Oh God.
Wiz is my best friend.
Oh.
And he's a great guy.
Oh.
And if I could give anyone a kiss in the world right now, it would be
stop.
Wiz.
You gotta stop.
Oh.
And Wiz loves monster. If you bring a monster can around Wiz, he
You and
becomes
Carl
a
are so
completely different person, Mark.
You,
You don't
are
understand.
so weird.
You don't.
I hate
Do you not
you.
drink caffeine otherwise?
I drink like so many monsters, it's ridiculous. I should really like get a handle on that. I consume a lot of caffeine. But I gotta play WoW 14 hours a day, so I gotta do it.
Enough to like keep 12 people and an elephant awake for a week straight. Jesus, man, I've never seen anyone consume as much caffeine as you did. You slow it down.
Don't die. It's like
I can't slow. When we win a BlizzCon, I'll slow it down on the monsters. Until then, I gotta do what I gotta do.
there's like the recommended suggested dosage is like 300 milligrams like a day, or maybe even 200 milligrams a day, and that's like depending upon the monster, that's like maybe a part of a monster.
There's like I have a monster can right here. Actually, I'm gonna read it. It says like don't go over like 3 a day.
What?
So that's usually why I cut myself off. I won't go over 3.
All right, how many milligrams of caffeine in one can? Not per serving, per can.
160.
I'm pretty sure the recommended dosage or like max is like 200. So that's 480. So you're at least double. That's not bad.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
it's not triple. So
No, but I get that mentality though of like, yeah, I will totally rest once like the job is done. And so is that for you? Like the job is done, like once BlizzCon's won?
see, I think that now, but people have won BlizzCon before.
Yeah.
So maybe it's not done then. Maybe I gotta win. What's the most anyone's won, Vince? Is it 3?
3. Yep.
Maybe I gotta win 4.
Dang.
I don't agree with that. I've gotten second so many times. I just want one win. Just one. I'm gonna hang it up.
Yeah, Vince got second twice, 2 years in a row, and then he got 4-0 in the finals.
Oof.
Okay, man.
Oof.
Unfortunately, I was there for one of them. I get to experience that with you.
God damn it.
Wait. So Vince, once you win one, are you done? Or are you just happy?
I don't know. I don't know exactly how I'm gonna feel because it depends if my teammates want to keep going. I'll keep going because I just really enjoy playing with my team. I think. Yeah.
I don't know. I think like with work, like it's an excuse to hang out with a bunch of people you like working with and like hanging out with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right. Any other
Like, I
things?
think-
Good.
If we stopped competing, we would all just be sitting here playing WoW together anyways. So, like, might as well. Until one of us doesn't want to play anymore.
Well, me, you, and Jason, and not Carl though.
Yeah, true.
No Carl. Only with Carl is because we need a healer.
I could start learning healers too. Just get rid of him completely.
This conversation took a turn. It took a turn. All right, so Vince, give me 2 more things about Wiz, and then I'll leave you be.
Well, I mean, the cam's already on, but Wiz has the most beautiful hair
Oh.
of any male specimen I've ever seen. And Wiz is a very loving guy. He loves his sister, his
Aw.
brother. He loves him so much. He's a family man. And that's pretty much it.
How older, younger, brother, sister?
Younger. And he has one older brother, too.
Yeah.
4.
So one older brother, one younger brother, one younger sister.
I always good.
Younger siblings are different households because it's my half brother, my half sister on different sides. So not too many kids in one place, thank God.
My at my family at one point it was my mom, my stepdad, me, my sister, and then my brother-in-law, and we basically all had 5 different last names. Modern Family. But yeah, I always wanted to have older brother. I was like, I either want an older brother or a younger brother to like either beat the shit out of or beat the shit out of me. Like, did you have did your older brother like beat the shit out of you, or did you beat the shit out of your little brother?
See, and I'm actually upset about this. My older brother beat the shit out of me. One time he held me down and like took a BB gun and like put it right next to me and would shoot me with it. And then now the age gap between me and my younger brother is too big. So like I can't do that to him. So yeah, my brother used to, yeah.
I heard stories about my uncles. Like at one point they had BB guns or airsoft or whatever it was, but basically like the one kid would like run across the lawn and they would keep shooting him with like I think it was like 2 or 3 of them, like shooting at him too. And then basically he stopped, and then they stopped shooting, and they said, all right, if you don't move, we'll only shoot you like once every minute. But if you move, we're going to shoot you as fast as we can. And because we were like little, he just sat there, and they just shot him for like, I don't know, a couple minutes. And then he just realized, I was like, wait, this is really stupid. And then he ran away. There was also a dart to the head at one point. Like they threw darts, and I don't think they were trying to hit each other's heads, but like a dart like went into one of the guys' heads.
Wait, like stabbed into his head?
Yeah.
Like an actual like dart?
Yeah. So they were pretty brutal to each other. Different generation though. Different generation. But yeah. Fun times. Yeah, but because your younger brother is that much younger, it's like you need to have like a closer gap. You need to basically be have the puberty in between, so it's like one has to be just smaller, but still like close enough in age in which that it's not like it's not assault. It's not brutal assault. It's just like brother.
So like me and my older brother is 3 years difference.
Yeah.
But me and my younger brother is 12, 13.
Yeah, you can't beat the shit out of a kid
Maybe
12
when
years
he's
older.
I still could. I'll wait till he's like 18 or something. Take him around a little bit.
Happy birthday. I'm going to beat the shit out of you now. Cool. Are there any topics that you wanted to talk about?
Not that I can think of specifically.
Cool.
I'm always really bad at thinking of things when someone asks me that.
That's fine. That's my job. My job is to ask the questions, not to put the questions on you. But I just want to sometimes people have something on their mind, they want to say it. That's it. So, anyways, Connor, Wiz, Khalifa, Wiz K, thank you for making the time. Thank you for turning on your camera. And also, thank you, Vince, for popping on and aiding in the endeavor. And I will be talking to you next week. But that's it. Thanks for making the time.
I'll be there for you too, Vince. Don't worry.
All right. See you, Mark.
All right. See ya.
All right.
Have a good day.
All right.